Ya, ke- Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good
Waalaikumsalam
morning
warahmatullahi
everyone.
wabarakatuh.
The Honorable, the Dean of Fatih, Sharia, Fuad, and Feby, and the faculty members of EIN Kendari. Thank you very much to all the participants, students, and staff of EIN Kendari, especially our international affairs office staffs who could make this virtual international internship program of Australia Indonesia Youth Exchange Program 2020 happen in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth and Sports of Indonesia. We now have an intern from the Swinburne University of Technology, Australia, Thomas Rogers, who will be with us 3 weeks from now at EIN Kendari. This institution is Islamic institution, but we don't only focus on Islamic studies. We also have many other departments, so as English education, science education, and so on. For that, I would like to say thank you very much to Thomas Rogers for the willingness to help us here at EIN Kendari. I hope you can feel her like home even though we only meet online and do all the activities online. I hope you also can get benefit from all the activities you are engaged in. Besides this, to all the lecturers and faculty members and colleagues with our friends, we hope to be able to cooperate well so that in the future, we hope that not only Thomas Rogers would like to have an internship at EIN Kendari, but maybe our students can pursue their higher education abroad. We uh, we all need to be supportive as it is related to achievement of our institution
Not ours.
as well. Ladies and gentlemen, before opening this event, I would like to remind you a few things. First, let us try to use foreign launch to support an idea of AI and of wind transformation because the world has changed and being so competitive these days. So we wouldn't be left behind. Second, I hope we can communicate well guided by the capable lecturers in foreign languages. That's all I can say. I hope that this virtual international internship program runs well. Thanks to everyone who positively contributes to the event. By reciting Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I officially open this activity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah.
thank you very much for our beloved rector who has opened this activity for the 3 weeks. So Tom Rogers will be here with us in 3 weeks from today, 23rd of November, till December of 11. Jadi sampai 23 Desember ya. Jadi jika ada yang misalnya masih mau terlibat dengan aktivitas yang melibatkan Tom Roger, so feel free to contact us di KUI ya, Kantor Urusan Internasional. Okay. Well, for the next activity, then maybe we will listen to Tom Rogers, maybe to share your thought or maybe your expectation or hope from this internship. So to Tom Rogers, time is yours.
Terima kasih. Thank you everybody for having me. I'm thrilled to be a part of this program. I'm really excited. Yeah, it's an honor for me to be accepted into this. You guys are all very welcoming so far and always reached out to me and helped me out. Thank you. My expectations for this program is that I can contribute as much as I can to it. I really want to help a lot of people through this. I want to, and I'll like you guys to help me as well. My Bahasa is not good, sorry, but I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to also help and teach English or my culture. As Abdul pointed out, I'm happy to share any information with you guys as well and really contribute. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Tom, for sharing your thoughts about this event. So it is a positive response, you know, from our intern. Jadi positif respon ya. Lagi-lagi saya katakan kalau ada yang berminat untuk kegiatan dan melibatkan Tom itu silahkan, because Tom is very willing to contribute positively to all kind of events in our institution. Jadi untuk semua event ya.
Sama tadi mungkin butuh ditranslate untuk Ibu Rektor. Jadi apa tadi yang disampaikan? Jadi Dewi harus ditranslate dong. Ya, jadi tadi lupa ya Tom, we forgot because you know we need to translate what you said because you know some of the students and Ibu Rektor need the translation. Jadi Tom itu sangat senang sekali untuk terlibat dalam kegiatan internship ini. Dia sangat berharap bahasa Indonesianya bisa meningkat dalam proses ini dan dia juga ingin berbagi berbagai macam informasi, baik itu informasi dari Australia dan kita juga bisa berbagi tentang informasi dari sini. Dan Tom berharap kegiatan ini bisa berjalan dengan baik dan mungkin dia butuh juga untuk kita terbuka apa yang kita inginkan dan sehingga dia bisa membagi juga apa yang kita inginkan. Jadi tidak perlu khawatir ya, nanti hubungi KUI, Kantor Urusan Internasional, supaya kita bisa memfasilitasi keinginan adik-adik semuanya, karena ini memang kegiatan mahasiswa ya, jangan khawatir karena kampus kita, Tom, just to let you know, we are from institute, we are going to move to the university. So institute in Indonesia is different level with university and will be very soon. So this kind of program, like international internship, is one of the indicator to jump into the university level. And and we would like to thank for this cooperation. Ya, jadi seperti itu ya poin yang disampaikan Thomas. Okay, Dewi, please.
Okay, thank you very much for the head of international office to translate what Tom has said. Okay, thank you very much. Well, we're going to move on to the next agenda. I think it is important to know more about our institution, especially for Tom, and also for the participants as well, to know more about your institution, right? So we're going to have one of our English lecturers at IAIN Kendari, Miss Anita Reski, to explain a little bit about our institution, to explain about Institut Agama Islam Negeri Kendari. So to Miss Anita Rizky, time is yours.
Well, thank you to the MC of the meet and greet for today, the Honorable Director of Institut Agama Islam Negeri Kendari, Ibu Dr. Faiza Binti Awat MPD, the Honorable the Vice Rectors and the Dean who are joining the meet and greet today, the Honorable the Director of the Office of International Affairs in Institut Agama Islam Negeri Kendari, Mr. Abdul Halim, the Honorable the respective international intern, Mr. Thomas Rogers, and all the participants of the meet and greet. Thank you for this opportunity. So please let me introduce to you a glimpse about the history of Institut Agama Islam Negeri Kendari. But before that, I need the assistant from the MC to share the presentation, please. Well, okay. So, Institut Agama Islam Negeri Kendari is basically located in Baruga district in a strategic location by the border of Kota Kendari and South Konam Regency. IAIN Kendari is the only state Islamic institute in Saudi Sulawesi. IAIN Kendari was officially established on October 17, 2014, based on the Indonesian Presidential Regulation number 145, 2014. Next slide, please. Well, as a higher education institution, IAIN Kendari envisioned to be the development center of Islamic transdisciplinary studies in the Asian region by 2045. Its mission is to generate graduates who are knowledgeable in Islamic transdisciplinary studies. Therefore, it always provides qualified services in education, research, and community service programs. Next slide, please. Well, looking back at the history of IAIN Kendari, the very first establishment was the Education Faculty of IAIN Alauddin Makassar in Kendari in 1967. Then on March 21st, 1997, it became State Islamic College or STAI. As time grew bigger, it was officially changed into State Islamic Institute of Kendari or IAIN Kendari on October 17, 2014, based on the Indonesian Presidential Regulation number 145, 2014. Now we are in the process of becoming Islamic State University. Next slide, please. Well, to maintain its function and goals, IAIN Kendari has set its milestone in a 5-year strategic plan. That is, the first one is to practice the good Islamic university governance and maintain its quality. The second one is in the next 5 years, it should be able to be a reputable Islamic university at Southeast Sulawesi level. The third one, from 2026 to 2030 and 2031 to 2035, it will be acknowledged as a well-known Islamic university at Eastern Indonesia level and national level, respectively. The fourth is another 5 years from there. It is to achieve the Southeast Asian plus Islamic University status, and by 2045, it should have Asian plus Islamic University reputation. Next slide, please. IAIN Kendari is supported by 5 organizations or units. The first one is Research and Community Service Unit. The second one is Library. The third one, Language Center Unit. The fourth one, IT and Database Unit. And the last one is Unit of Mahat Al-Jamia or Student Boarding House Unit. Next. Okay, beside those 5 units, IAIN Kendari has 4 faculties of undergraduate programs and 1 postgraduate program. The first one is Faculty Education, which has 10 departments or study programs. The second one is Faculty of Sharia with 3 departments. The third one is Faculty of Ushuluddin, Adab and Dakwah, which has 4 departments. The fourth one is Faculty of Islamic Economy and Business with 2 departments. And the last one is a postgraduate program, which has 3 departments. Next slide, please. Talking about the achievement, there are many achievements of IAIN Kendari which has secured from the first established until now. These 3 are among them. The first one is the rank 6 of the top 10 Islamic University in Indonesia. Next. Rank 4 of the top 10 Islamic University in Indonesia. And next, please. Accredited B nationally. Next. Well, that's all for the history of IAIN Kendari. Thank you very much for your attention. I hand over back to the MC.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Anita Reski, for sharing about Institut Agama Islam Negeri Kendari. So I hope it can be useful information for Tom to know more about this institution. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next agenda. Then I guess it is an introduction because we have made some plannings for the programs during the internship at IAIN Kendari. And then so we need to know each other, like the PIC of the event or the programs. So it is time for us to introduce to some person in charge for any activity from different faculty. So for now, like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 faculty or 5 program study program or department who are interested in engaging an activity, and then to ask for help for Tom Rogers to actually help their program. So first, we are going to get to know from the PIC from English Education Department. So to Miss Zulhijjah Awalia, yeah, time is yours.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Tom. Hello, my name is Wade Zulhijjah Walia. Actually, I was graduate from English Education Department. Now I become an alumni from English Education Department. So nice to meet you. As one of the alumni at English Education Department, I hope that we can like make a word together, or we can like make some activity, and then you can share your like your experience, your passion, or your habitual at Australia. So we can we are from and can learn your experience, so that we can like share our habitual like that. So thank you very much for the time for me. I give back to the host.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Zulhijjah, for sharing her expectation. It seems like we got a lot of expectation, but I hope like you don't feel burdened about it, Tom. So yeah, it's like we can do like some sharing as well. So you could also know Indonesian culture, and also any information related to Indonesia as well. Okay, so next we move to the second
Dewi,
one.
excuse me, Dewi. Can I just interrupt? Just gonna let Ibu Rector know, so then maybe she has a lot of things to do. And so, Ibu Rektor, sekarang sudah kegiatan berbagi informasi dengan Tom. Jadi kalau misalnya Ibu ada kegiatan, mungkin ada hal yang mau dikerja, bisa meninggalkan Zoom. Tom, yang penting Tom sudah berkenalan, sudah melihat bagaimana Rektor IAIN yang sangat baik dan cantik dan sangat cerdas. Semoga ini akan menginspirasi kegiatan selama 3 minggu.
Good.
Mungkin Ibu bisa nyampein sesuatu sebelum mungkin hello lagi ke Tom sebelum Ibu ada mungkin kalau mau meninggalkan Zoom. Karena kalau sama anak-anak nanti biasanya mereka mau bertanya lama dan apa, jadi mungkin Ibu bisa izin. Ya, Ibu Rektor silakan.
Yeah, thank you. Before I leave from this virtual, I asked to, I hope to Mr. Thomas Rogers cooperate and this is network from for us, yeah, for YIN Kendari, and maybe I hope to long time, not short time, yeah. The next and the future, maybe continue this activity, yeah. So that saya kira demikian. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Betul sekali. Betul sekali Bu Rektor. Ada beberapa kegiatan internship seperti ini. Setelah mengikuti internship, mereka melakukan lamaran untuk bekerja langsung di universitas-universitas. Misalnya kayak ada yang di Jawa, ternyata salah satu staff-staff mereka itu adalah dari program kayak seperti ini. Yeah, Tom, just to let Ibu Rektor knows that some of the university in Indonesia, like in Java, after the interns having their internship, they get to know well the university, the atmosphere or the students, and then they apply for for work. So this is our best time to show Tom what we have and how we can be a good friend. And probably after the internship, Tom can apply here, and then we can facilitate some of his needs. And probably next year, he will be here in real, not in virtual. Ya, jadi itu yang kita harapkan Bu Rektor, mudah-mudahan.
Insyaallah.
Ya, mudah-mudahan nanti setelah kegiatan ini kita bisa melakukan yang terbaik dan ada banyak orang bisa melamar atau bisa bekerja ke kita diawali dengan kegiatan-kegiatan seperti ini. Dan seperti yang Ibu Rektor bilang tadi, ini adalah network yang baik. This is a really good network. Seems very very small. It's just like in person, but then this is a huge. It bring huge benefit. Ya, jadi sekali lagi Ibu Rektor terima kasih atas supportnya, atas dukungannya, karena kegiatan ini tanpa bantuan Ibu Rektor atau dukungannya kita tidak bisa melakukan internship ini.
Oke ya, terima kasih semua.
Thank you very much Ibu.
Terutama Ibu yang cantik, Ibu Atika.
Ada Ibu Wanita, ada Ibu Wanita juga, ada Ibu Santi.
Presentasi tadi itu.
Oke.
Ya, semua.
Ya, terima kasih Bu Rektor. Ya.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Oke.
Thomas sudah pintar bahasa Indonesia ya, sudah bisa bahasa Indonesia ya Tom ya. Sedikit. Sedikit, little.
Yeah, sedikit.
Okay, then let's continue with the introduction. So now I'm calling like from Perbankan Syariah, so Syariah Banking Department, Miss Raudatul Jannah, to introduce yourself and also to introduce the program that you want to do.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself.
Morning.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Raudatul Jannah. I'm a representative of the Islamic Banking Student Association from the State Islamic Institute of Kendari. In relation to this intelligent conversation activity, the theme of activities in banking in Indonesia and banking in abroad. So in this activity, we will be sharing what are the different between banking in Indonesia and abroad in general. I think that's all. Thank you very much and nice to meet you everyone. Wassalamualaikum
Nice to
warahmatullahi
meet
wabarakatuh.
you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Ms. Raudatul Jannah. Okay, so the programs that she offers is actually a sharing discussion. So they want to know about maybe like general thing about the banking system in Australia based on your perspective, and also they can also share also like what kind of banking system in Indonesia. Okay, that's for the general thing.
You can,
Well,
yeah, you can also share, Tom, like you can also share how when people in a bank, like they are queuing, this is a little things that it's actually very, very beneficial for us to know because, you know, probably people here, they think that when we are, you know, like talking about bank, we're going to talk about, you know, like maybe the manager, maybe the staff, but what we want here is like you can tell like how we queue, how we maybe the organization of us, you know, like staff, how we enter the bank. So this can give them, you know, a better picture of what is the, you know, like or how to do things in bank. That would be good. So you don't really have to, you know, like think the what do you call the huge things, just sharing like the small one or the everyday things in a bank. That would be really good. Dewi, please.
Will do. Thank you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So now we move on to the next one from what is that? Is it Student Association representative actually, or we said Indonesia is Dewan Perwakilan Mahasiswa or DEMA. So they also want to offer a program, and then so I'll call Muhammad Apkur Anggarullah ya. Muhammad Apkur, right here. So yep.
Everyone.
Hi.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Atika dan kalian bisa membantu untuk translate.
Yes. Nanti kita bantu translate. We're gonna help
Sure.
for translation.
Sure.
Don't worry.
Thank you. Dewan Eksekutif Mahasiswa akan melaksanakan kegiatan latihan kepemimpinan mahasiswa atau LKM yang dimana.
Oke, berhenti ya, berhenti, jangan langsung. Okay, so we're gonna help you, Tom. The student association are going to have like leadership training or sharing leadership training. So what does leadership look like in Australia? And yeah, apa lagi? Silakan, Muhammad.
Kegiatannya yaitu melakukan pelatihan kepemimpinan kepada mahasiswa, terkhususnya mahasiswa baru.
Okay, so the program is oriented to the novice, the new students who've just enrolled, and now our new students is they have just studied for about 3 to 4 months. So if you could have you know, an idea of how to introduce to be a good leader in your perspective, of course, that would be really good. Okay, ya, apalagi Muhammad Akbar.
Yang kami hadirkan yaitu future leaders di masa depan, di mana kami Dewan Eksekutif Mahasiswa Fakultas Ekonomi dan Bisnis Islam ingin menghadirkan calon-calon pemimpin di masa depan. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Okay, so the aim of the program, like the, you know, the leadership sharing, they want these students can be a great leader in the future, at least to be a leader for themselves. Yeah. So yeah, that would be, so you can have a picture, Tom, and you can, yeah, just think on some of ideas, and we can share before we start the program and to see what's the content, and we're going to see whether it will be appropriate for the Kendari context. You can usually write everything, and then we can discuss about it. Yeah. Terima kasih Muhammad Abkur Angrullah ya. Sekarang sudah lihat Tomnya kan? Nah, Tomnya itu baik banget. Nanti Tom akan membantu, dan di sini karena Tom masih mahasiswa, jadi ini penting sekali untuk kita tahu. Kalian akan belajar bahwa ternyata model-modelnya mahasiswa luar negeri dari ini itu kayak gimana? Apakah apa yang kita mau contoh? Tom, if I may know, what year are you now at university? Is this your first year or second year?
I've just finished my second year and I'll be in my third year at the start of next year.
Oke, jadi Tom ini itu dia baru semester 4. Ya, jadi bisa lihat bagaimana mahasiswa-mahasiswa luar negeri yang semester 4 membangun dirinya, membangun karirnya, ya. Sehingga mungkin dari programnya Muhammad Abkur, kita bisa contoh ya, kita akan mencontoh yang baik-baik supaya kita juga dalam mengisi kegiatan kita sebagai mahasiswa itu menjadi lebih sangat bermanfaat ya. Oke. Terima kasih Muhammad Abkur. Silakan Bu Dewi.
Okay, thank you very much Muhammad Abkur, and also thank you very much for Mr. Abdul Halim for the assistance. Okay.
I will be doing the assignment. No. I'll be very happy.
Okay, then let's continue with another student from Hukum Syariah or from the Syariah Law Department. She is Utriana. So is she here or not? Utriana. Okay.
Putri, ada Putri.
Okay, so to Miss Utriana, time is yours. Please introduce yourself and also give a brief description about the program.
Di mana media?
Halo Ana.
Ana di manakah?
Anna, where are you, Anna? Okay, then I will waiting for Anna. Maybe like the network problem failed. Then I'll call the next one from Arabic Education Department to Miss Nina Ayunia Salbilah. Time is yours. Then I see if you are here. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. My name is Nina Yunia Salbia. I'm a representative of Student Organization of Arabic Department. And I hope you are stay healthy. And then in Arabic education, in Arabic department, we have many programs, and especially to improve the quality of students and the quality of department. And now, we are carrying out a national level competition with aim of introducing an Arabic department and also to provide enthusiasm for the academic community in terms of language proficiency, especially in for Arabic. And for this moment, we are very grateful to meet and to join this program meet and greet with Mr. Tom and Mr. Tom as Australian Indonesia Youth Exchange Program 2020. And then we have another program. It is webinar sharing. It is about how to increase enthusiasm and ways to learn foreign language, because English or Arabic will give a new enthusiasm for us. Besides that, we want to know how the culture of learning a foreign language in French language in more enthusiastic and can adapt, and we can adopt it in our department. And we hope to Mr. Tom one day maybe um, you can join one of webinar whether sharing experience about foreign language learning or scholarship. It's mainly scholarship, and then um, about the culture in overseas, because um, one of my dreams, I'm going to study in overseas. I think it's enough. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you,
Thank you.
Nina, for sharing.
You're
Do you want
welcome.
to, did you get Nina's ideas, or do you want to ask for clarification about her program?
No, that it made sense. Yeah, it made sense.
Okay,
Thank
that's great. You're welcome.
Great.
Dewi, please.
Okay, so that's all for the introduction part for the students and also the person in charge in any program that maybe Tom will be engaged in that kind of activity. So now we're going to move on to the introduction of the staff and also lecture from English Education Department. Then I think it will be handled by Mr. Abdul Halim as the head of English Education Program. So Mr. Abdul Halim, time is yours.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, Dewi. You're wonderful. Right. Yeah, I myself is the lecturer at the English Education Department, Thomas. I actually graduated from University of Canberra 2011. Yeah. And also I am also the alumni of Youth Exchange Program between Indonesia and Canada. So yeah, quite familiar with the internship program like this, and hope we can help you to attain your goal as the intern, and we will give you as as many things as possible so you can use it for your future career. Yeah, so I am mostly teaching speaking and pronunciation. In my class later, I will also invite you to be a guest speaker, so some student might learn how to pronounce words, because as even though we try our best to speak like native like, but then as we always have problem because we are not born in in Australia or in America, or so that's the barrier. So if you are in the class, then that would be really good. The student can have the chance to see how English is spoken and uttered by real native speakers. Yeah. And then I'll please, Ibu Dewi, you can also introduce yourself, even though like Tom know you like quite well with the, email and WhatsApp, but then you can introduce yourself, like maybe, what do you teach? Yeah.
Okay, then thank you very much, Mr. Abdul Halim. Well, hi Tom. And as you might see my name and also the communication, it was done in the WhatsApp. So I'm also the representative of this one of the staffs of the International Affairs Office, and I'm also one of the English lecturers at Ian Kendari. For now, I'm currently teaching language testing and then translation, teaching English as foreign language. And then maybe we can share, like, because I saw that you have like a certificate in teaching English as a foreign language. So maybe we could share something related to it so I can apply it maybe in my class as well. And I was graduated here as my undergraduate years. My undergraduate program is actually English education program, and then my master degree is the same thing, teaching English to the speaker of other languages at University of Leeds from the UK. I also got scholarship for that. And then what else? I will be, I think we'll be contacting like more frequently because I am also one of the PIC for your program. So the representative with maybe Ibu Susanti, which later on she will introduce herself too, because we are now preparing the programs for the 3 weeks. So just wait. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all. Then I give back to Mr. Abdul Halim.
Yeah, thank you, Dewi. So, Tom, your program actually, the 3 weeks internship program, we ask the students to participate the program, and we ask them to share what they really want, but also we design a program for you, so then you are not just sharing, but we want you to learn something. So we hope that today, or maybe by the end of the day, or maybe tomorrow, we're gonna send you what's the program look like for the whole 3 weeks. And maybe you can also ask, or maybe add. Yeah, we have our WhatsApp group, so that would be good. So don't worry. Next, I would like to invite Pak Ilfan. Pak Ilfan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear. Okay, thank you so much. Hi, Rogers. I'm Ilvan Stupiala. For now, I'm teaching morphology, English morphology, and the English one for 6th class in Tarbiyah, Fakultas Tarbiyah, the Tarbiyah faculty, and 4th faculty. Okay, nice to see you, and I wish we can cooperate to each other, and I wish you can enjoy your internship program in this campus. Okay, thank you so much.
Terima kasih. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Ilvan. So Tarbiyah is education faculty. It's a faculty of education. We call it Tarbiyah at EIN Kendari. Thank you, Pak Ilvan. And then now we already have Ibu Susanti. Ibu Susanti will also help you very much, Tom, because Ibu Dewi, Ibu Susanti, and I are organizing your internship program. So, Ibu Susanti, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Is my voice work?
Suaranya.
I guess there's something, like something wrong with my speaker. I hope you can still hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So hi, Tom. I'm Susanti, but you can call me Santi. Everyone here call me Santi. I'm one of the staff of the international office here, and I'm also the staff of the Faculty of Education. We have shared greetings through WhatsApp group, and I'm in charge of finishing your 3 weeks internship program. As Mr. Halim said, that we will try to, perfect it within today and send it to you as soon as possible. And I hope that we can have a wonderful 3 weeks internship with all the students and the faculty members. I guess that's all for me, Mr. Halim.
Thank you, Bu Santi. So Tom, you can call her Santi. In here, we call her Bu Santi, so we use Ibu. So you can say Bu Dewi, Bu Santi, but you can Pak Ilvan. So for male, we say Pak, and for Ibu, for female, we say Ibu. So Ibu Dewi, so Ibu Santi, and Pak Ilvan. Now we're going to Ibu Suartini, Ibu Tini. Suartini has done her introduction quite early. So Butini, you can just stay with your webinar, don't worry. I know you are now very busy with webinar in, I don't know, somewhere. Ibu Sarjania, would you like to introduce yourself? So let's just find where is Ibu Nia. Yeah. She's
Hello.
there.
Thank you, Pak Halim. Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Nice to in this virtual meeting. I'm Sarjan Yazur. I'm one of the lecturer of English Department of Tarbiyah Faculty, and I'm also as a staff in English Department. And now I teach grammar and listening for this semester, and I hope you can enjoy of this program. And then nice to meet you, Tom. Thank you, Pak Halim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bunia. Wow, I love the smile. It's beautiful. Thank you. Now, let's.
You're
Azwa.
welcome,
Pa
sir.
Azwa, are you there? Is Pa Azwa here? We also have. So in our department, we have 3 main lecturers. Myself, Pak Ilfan, and Pak Azwar. But I'm not sure if he is here with us. Maybe he is busy. Who else? We have Ibu Dewi. Oh, I'm just gonna introduce you another lady. She used to be the lecturer at our department, but I think a month ago she was officially become the permanent lecturer at EIN, and here it's this Anita Rezki. Yeah, can you just introduce yourself, Anita, to Tom?
Well, thank you, Mr. Halim. So, hello, Tom. My name is Anita Reski, but you can call me Kiki. Hi. Well, similar to Mr. Abdul Halim, I am also one of the participants of Youth Exchange Program from the Ministry of Youth and Sport in 2013. I am an Indonesia Participating Youth in SEAP program, stand for SHIP for Southeast Asian and Japanese Youth Program in 2013. And now I'm just officially accepted as one of the English lecturers this year in IAIN Kendari. I hope that we can collaborate in several programs in your 3 weeks intern program. Well, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna make the 3-week internship program as a wonderful journey for us and for Tom. Yeah. Bu Dewi, I think all the lectures, yeah, Ibu Ida is busy. Probably she will not be able to join us. But just want to tell you, Ibu Siti Nurfaida, she graduated from Sydney University, and she is teaching writing and research. Later, maybe next week or maybe tomorrow, we're gonna, keep in touch with her. Yeah. She just say her hello to you and welcome.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay. Ibu Dewi, I think that's of the introduction of the lectures. Yeah.
Well, then if we're done with the introduction, then it means that that's the ending of our meet and greet event. And then for further you can get to know each other more during the programs that we are designing for the 3 weeks internship. And then, as you might see, Tom, the participants here will be also the participants, and maybe some of the person in charge for the program that we are going to have in these 3 weeks. So
anyway,
yeah,
I just gonna say, maybe Tom, would you like to say something about maybe what's they like today in Australia? So then these students who are gonna listen to you, because today some of them just told me, say, "Oh, we're gonna listen to his pronunciation," and say, okay. Or maybe you can share about why are you joining the internship? What things do you expect from participating the internship? Is internship part of the culture of Australian youth, like involving themselves in many different activities? At least we're gonna listen about it.
Okay, thank you. So, hello everyone. My name's Tom.
One more thing, Tom. Sorry to just interrupt you. Would you like to speak very slow, because some of them like they can't really get the meaning if you speak very fast. Okay, thank you.
Of course. Thank you. So, hello everybody. As you know, and so, well, the day here today is kind of rainy. It's very wet outside. It's pretty cold as well. So the expectation I want to get from this program is that I'd really like to contribute, and the culture here with internships is that it helps us get into a career later on in life. So at first you get your education, and then to get a good job, you have to have some sort of experience. So that's where this internship program I want to utilize to gain experience in a professional setting, which this is, and then grow and learn from that, as well as being able to contribute to other people's growing and learning. So I'm more than willing and able to help with all the departments I am wanting to contribute with. And I would love to see the missions and goals of the in Kendari to be achieved. I want to contribute to this institute becoming a really prominent and great institute. So thank you. Terima kasih.
Okay. Ya, sama-sama Tom. Jadi sama-sama. Jadi sebenarnya apa yang kita bisa dengar dari Tom barusan itu pentingnya kita bisa belajar kalau di Australia itu dia mudah itu harus terlibat dalam berbagai macam aktivitas. Jadi salah satu contohnya dia mencoba terlibat bahwa itu di organisasi mana saja dan harus mencoba berbagi dengan ikhlas. Jadi poin yang dia baru sampaikan tadi, kita bisa melihat bahwa ternyata di budaya orang barat kayak di Australia sangat menginginkan di waktu muda kita itu untuk terlibat di berbagai macam aktivitas. Apa tadi yang Tom jelaskan, kegiatannya membantu kalian di prodi, nanti berbagi tentang bagaimana belajar, itu akan bermanfaat di karirnya di masa yang akan datang. Jadi harapannya juga kita dari internship yang ini tuh, kalian bisa belajar tentang budayanya anak-anak muda di Australia, bahwa ternyata kita tidak boleh hanya menikmati pandemik, hanya mengerjakan ini, tapi benar-benar kita harus melibatkan diri kita seaktif mungkin di masyarakat. Dan aktivitas-aktivitas inilah yang akan membuat kita menjadi berhasil di masa yang akan datang. Okay? Jadi itu salah satu poinnya. Lihat kan, masih semester 4 sudah mau terlibat di berbagai macam kegiatan, dan dia akan mempersiapkan apa yang kita minta. Dan harapannya juga kita tidak hanya belajar hanya sharingnya saja, tapi kita belajar motivasinya sehingga nanti kalian bisa aplikasikan setelah program ini. Tom, I'm just telling them that from your explanation, I just want them to know that this is one type of cultures of Australian youth that they are involving themselves in many different activities, and by engaging themselves in such activities, then they can learn a lot of things about community, about social, about issues, and so they can use it for their future career. So and this is very important, so they can really see, they can really listen, and so at least they can learn today of what is youth, Australian youth. Maybe ada yang mau bertanya lagi, mungkin mau nanya apa yang sederhana ya, simple question to Tom, because this is just introduction, we haven't started our program. Atau mau nanya apa aja boleh ya, nanti dibantu ditranslate. You can ask in bahasa Indonesia, we can help you for the translation. You can also ask in English. Don't worry if your English is just like Tom will understand it. Ya, nanti kalau tidak dimengerti, if Tom doesn't understand, we can help you for your better questions. Ayo silahkan bertanya ya, bertanya tentang misalnya kenapa sih sampai masih muda-muda segini sudah harus ikut, atau mungkin mau bertanya tentang kalau universitas di Australia itu gimana sih proses belajarnya. Ayo silahkan, gak apa-apa, nggak boleh takut, yuk. Ada yang mau coba? Coba Dian. Dian ada yang mau nanyain apa sama Tom?
Yes, sir. Hi, Tom. I am Dian. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So I have a question for you. Like, I'm very interesting to see and to know how the other country students study, like in the university. And I often see in the magazine, like the students in outside often like make discussion in the on the grass, like simple discussion and casual discussion. My question is how the other country like you engage or make like simple discussion that can improve our quality, especially for our critical thinking and then our English itself. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. So yeah, in Australia, we like to keep communication really open. And so if we have ideas, any sort of ideas, we always like to put them forward. We never want to be reserved and like keep ideas that we think might really work away from the group setting. We in Australia, we really like being in group settings and collaborating not just one-on-one, but with multiple people. So in those settings, that's where analytical and strategic thinking comes into place. Because in those settings, that is where we have to navigate ourselves how to operate in a group. So, and we also like to take the pressure off it. Just like this meet and greet, there is no pressure on the thinking and of ideas. That if there is pressure, we try to make sure right at the start that this is just a conversation. We're trying to expand our ideas and be able to communicate freely. We don't want you to feel restricted or pressured by what we are saying or the environment. Does that help answer your question? Sorry.
Yes, thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Saya bantu ya. I will help them, Tom. Some of the student might need your answer to be translated. Jadi sebenarnya apa pertanyaan Dian tadi itu kan tentang diskusi ya, bagaimana diskusi itu di Australia. Menurut penjelasannya Tom, diskusi di Australia itu sangat sangat didukung dan selalu menjadi prioritas karena di dalam diskusi itu sendiri akan banyak kita belajar ide dari orang lain, kita bisa membangun kita punya critical thinking, kita bisa menavigasi diri kita bagaimana nanti kalau saya berkomunikasi dengan si ini atau dengan si dia. Jadi tidak boleh ada tekanan dalam diskusi, kita harus terbuka. Jadi kalau menurut Tom, budayanya mereka tuh diskusi itu dia sangat di-encourage ya, atau kita dimotivasi untuk selalu berdiskusi. Nah sehingga kita bisa melihat nih programnya toh untuk kalian semuanya. Apakah kita sudah senang berdiskusi? Sementara menurut pandangan Tom dari Australia, diskusi itu membangun kita menjadi lebih terbuka, menjadi lebih dewasa, dan dalam diskusi itu tidak boleh ada yang di-hide, tidak boleh ada yang ditutupi, tidak boleh ada, kita terbuka saja. Kalaupun nanti ada yang misalnya bingung atau bermasalah, itu nanti bisa diluruskan. Dan penting sekali untuk Anda tahu hari ini, semoga bisa dapat ilmu baru, ternyata tidak boleh kita malu berdiskusi, tidak boleh kita diam, kita ngomong aja, ya, karena dari situlah akan lahir berbagai macam kemampuan, khususnya kemampuan berkomunikasi, kemampuan kita mengolah emosi, kemampuan kita mengolah kata dalam berbicara. Ya, jadi itu tadi pertanyaannya Dian. Lihat kan bagaimana dia sendiri masih semester 4 dan mau masuk semester 5, dia sudah mengorganize dirinya, sudah bisa melihat apa yang dia mau bikin, sudah mulai men-set masa depannya. Jadi yang Tom lakukan di internship ini itu adalah untuk men-set masa depannya dia. Jadi kalau kita sendiri yang ikut bagian internship, apa yang kita akan set untuk masa depan kita sehingga nanti kita dari awal kita sudah bisa memetakan, oh saya mau ikut ini, saya mau ikut ini, saya mau ikut ini, dan itu harus selalu di-record ya, harus selalu dicatat. Ya, terima kasih Dian. Ada lagi yang mau bertanya? Tanya saja, nggak boleh khawatir ya gitu. Oke. Keluarkan saja, boleh bahasa Indonesia, boleh bahasa daerah. Nanti saya translate karena saya bisa bahasa daerah banyak sekali. Ada yang mau bertanya? Mau nanya, saya bagaimana cara belajar bahasa? Kan Tom juga tuh lagi belajar bahasa Indonesia. Apa challenge-nya Tom dalam belajar bahasa Indonesia? Ya? Jadi boleh ditanya. Ada yang mau bertanya tentang itu? Mungkin Sharina mau nanya.
Oh yes. Do you hear my voice, sir?
Yes,
maybe for Tom, maybe I just wanna ask about, do you have any learning strategies in like learning in your like campus life, or yeah, can you please share, and then maybe if we know, we can also be inspired with your learning strategy.
Thank you for the question. So on campus, our learning strategies differ between what we are studying. So if we're learning English or learning languages, we usually like to be in big groups. We call them study groups. So we have lots of people contributing. We'll always have some sort of structured activities where as a group we'll run through them. And then if there is mistakes, we can help each other learn and grow from those. So we will use, just for example, really basic techniques. So we can just do the activities ourselves and then come back to it as a group and then do it as a group. If you missed out on a few things or you did not do things quite right, you can, with your partners in that group setting, learn and be able to understand how other people think as well. Not because each person will be able to think differently and approach a problem from a different perspective. So that's where our group tasks and study groups are good, because we can learn off one another how they perceive a question compared to how you would. So that's how we like to study on live in campus. It's a lot of group work and a lot of communication. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Tom. Wonderful answer. Now my turn to explain it to the other participants. Jadi pertanyaannya Sharina itu, bagaimana sih strateginya Tom dalam belajar? Ternyata ada rahasianya tuh untuk khususnya kepada mahasiswa yang sangat kami cintai. Mohon ini bisa dijadikan sebagai cara belajar. Jadi cara belajarnya Tom di Australia itu adalah selalu berdiskusi. Ya, jadi kita mulai hari ini kita sudah mulai sadar diri, apakah memang saya masih senang belajar sendiri, apakah saya senang belajar berdiskusi. Jadi yang terpenting itu adalah ketika ada tugas, menurut Tom, itu kita kerja dulu. Kita kerja dulu, habis setelah kita kerja, kita diskusikan dengan kelompok. Kenapa harus didiskusikan dengan kelompok? Supaya kita bisa lihat jawaban-jawaban dari yang lain. Misalnya, oh kalau menurut viewpoint-nya Sharina, pertanyaan ini itu begini jawabannya. Kalau menurut Ulfa Sulsiana begini jawabannya. Kalau Linda begini jawabannya. Sehingga kita bisa menemukan bahwa jawaban dari pertanyaan ini itu harusnya kayak gini. Jadi kita tidak boleh belajar misalnya, saya tidak mau kasih lihat orang, saya tidak mau berbagi ke orang. Ya, yang salah itu adalah memberikan. Yang harus kita lakukan itu kalau ada tugas nanti mulai hari ini, langsung berdiskusi, share kepada teman, baru lihat bagaimana viewpoints-nya orang-orang itu terhadap jawaban-jawaban ini. Kemudian kita mulai menyaringnya, ya, difilter, oh untuk jawabanku sendiri for my personal answer, itu kira-kira kayak gimana nanti setelah kita mendengarkan misalnya jawaban-jawaban dari teman. Jadi satu lagi yang kita pelajari dari diskusi dengan misalnya mahasiswa dari Swinburne ini, bagaimana mereka belajarnya. Ternyata apapun yang terjadi tidak boleh kita tidak berdiskusi karena di sana tumbuhnya banyak ilmu pengetahuan. Karena ide teman itu kita tidak mungkin mengkopinya, tapi kita cuma mau melihat, oh begini dia perspektif menjawabnya, sehingga saya mau begini jawaban saya nanti sebelum saya submit tugas saya ke dosennya. Oke? Keren kan diskusi-diskusi kayak begini, dan mudah-mudahan nanti bisa membuat kita menjadi lebih terbuka bahwa oh ya, yang sudah graduate, yang sudah selesai, Tom, just to let you know, Sharina and Wa'oda Zulhijjah and some other students, they just graduated a month ago, but they are still participating this. They really they wish to learn from you, and they want to study in Australia. They are now still preparing their IELTS and their TOEFL, and I hope that they can see you in Swinburne if they pass in Swinburne. Okay.
Congratulations.
Ada lagi yang mau bertanya? Ya. Oh, Zul wants to ask question. Okay, please, Zul.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, Tom. Okay, I want to ask you, can you share the cultural or habitual from the students in Australia, especially when they study?
Can you say that one again? Sorry, I think I just had some connection issues.
So, can you share the cultural or the habitual from the student in Australia, especially when they study?
Okay, yeah. Thank you for the question.
Yes, of course.
So our campus, I know at where I study at Swinburne, it's very relaxed. Everyone is pretty much going about their own thing as well. And as I've mentioned in my other answers, people like to be social with each other and hang out in groups. The group setting is very common in Australia. We enjoy going outside. We like being active apart from our studies and also with our studies. We like to actively engage, whether that be in groups, not specifically towards our studies, but with the people we like to study with as well. We're also very cross-discipline. We like, depending where what we study compared to what other people might be studying, we still like to collaborate because we do find a middle group in between that. There is always a new method to learn from other people in other disciplines, which can always be applied to what you're learning as well. So on campus, the studying culture is very relaxed, and we are very open. We like to engage in all sorts of different learnings. Thank you for the question.
Terima kasih Zul, terima kasih Tom. Jadi untuk teman-teman semuanya, ternyata ada lagi ilmu yang kita bisa dapat dari pertanyaannya Zul. Jadi pertanyaannya Zul itu gimana sih budayanya orang belajar kalau di sana? Oh ternyata jawabannya sudah ada beberapa tadi sama Sharina, mereka sangat suka terlibat dalam berbagai macam kelompok. Karena kelompok itulah yang dianggap salah satu sumber munculnya ilmu pengetahuan. Sementara kita kan kadang tidak suka berkelompok, selalu mau sendiri, selalu pokoknya gitu deh, mau sendiri-sendiri terus. Nah, tidak kapan misalnya ada kelompok udah pada diam, udah pada bingung, padahal udah nggak boleh. Apa saja yang kita punya, yang kita miliki di kepala itu harus dibagi, mau salah mau benar. Nanti lihat bagaimana orang meresponnya. Ya, ada lagi tuh kebiasaannya orang belajar di sana itu di kampus itu sangat rileks dan sangat terbuka. Yang paling unik itu dia, anggaplah misalnya kita belajar di bahasa Inggris. Itu kita tidak boleh hanya berteman dengan orang di bahasa Inggris, kita juga harus berteman dari di mana saja kita bisa dapat ilmu. Yang penting ada koneksinya. Misalnya kita mau bisa belajar dari orang syariah, kita bangun lagi kelompok. Jadi kehidupan kelompok hari ini menjadi ilmu yang terpenting yang kita pelajari. Bahwa kalau saya sendiri sebagai dosen tuh saya melihat kita tidak mengatakan bahwa kalian tidak suka berkelompok, tapi lebih banyak masih tidak senang berkelompok, lebih banyak kapan mau dikasih dalam kelompok selalu takut, selalu tidak mau, selalu diam. Padahal tujuannya kita berkelompok itu adalah bukan mau menakut-nakuti, tapi untuk kita bisa belajar. Jadi walaupun kita masih takut bergabung, selalu kita mencoba membangun link. Ya. Nah, terus yang berikutnya lagi itu apa yang dimaksud dengan tadi cross disiplin. Jadi kita harus membangun tim dengan disiplin-disiplin ilmu yang lain. Mau itu di kampus UH, oke, mau di kampus UMK, mau di kampus mana. Jadi kita tidak boleh misalnya egois. Nah, ada kegiatannya kita offer ke anak UMK, ke anak Feby, ke anak ini baru kita bilang, hey bergabung sama kita. Baru kita lihat bagaimana perspektifnya anak Feby terhadap, misalnya ada kegiatan kita di Rambu-Rambu Jaya, kita lihat bagaimana sih ini. Sama juga dengan anak Feby, anak hukum. Nggak boleh berpikir bahwa hukum itu miliknya anak hukum atau anak Feby itu anak Feby, tapi harusnya selalu melibatkan orang dari cross disiplin supaya nanti kita bisa berinteraksi. Jadi hari ini sebenarnya mungkin kita berkenalan pendek, tapi kita sudah dapat ilmu yang banyak. Ilmu yang terbanyak itu saya sendiri belajar bahwa saya sudah berkolaborasi dengan dosen bahasa Inggris, namun saya belum berkolaborasi dengan beberapa dosen di fakultas lain. Sehingga ini itu menjadi kritik yang sangat baik untuk saya sendiri, yang saya bisa aplikasikan mulai hari ini. So Tom, just to let you know a little bit, the question from the couple of students is actually gave us a new ideas, new horizon, because culturally here in Kendari we are not encouraged to work in a group, and then mostly our students are coming from villages. We traditional education system, for example, like memorizing, working independently, looking at students who are having a good mark. So the sharing of the way you and most Australian students study in a group and how they relate themselves with the cross-discipline, it's just a huge, a contribution to develop our understanding of how actually to study. Thank you very much for the sharing. Oh, we have one more lecture here. I have Nur Hasana Safei. This is our beautiful lecturer too. Would you like to introduce yourself, please? Ibu Nana, would you like to introduce yourself to Tom, please? Masih di mute, bisa di unmute? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to our lovely campus. I am also a lecturer in English department. My name is Nur Hasana Safei, but usually called Nana. Now in this semester, I teach basic listening subject, but usually I also got intensive reading and vocabulary in the last semester. Okay, thank you. Have a great day, Mr. Tom. Hope we can meet soon. Thank you, sir.
More than welcome, Ms. Nana. Okay, Tom, we have question on the chat. The question is from Siti Hayatun Nufus. She can't ask her question because it's raining. The question is, I heard earlier that students abroad have a lot of activities and organizations. So she wants to know what's your organization in campus.
Okay. Thank you for the question. I was just typing that out as well in the chat box. I haven't sent it yet, but I'll read that out now. So in Australia, a lot of our organisations are student. So I am a part of, or I'm going to be a part of a political publication for our university, which looks at just contemporary issues in domestic politics within Australia, as well as what's happening abroad in international politics. And so in Australia, we like, employers really like it when they see students that have taken the initiative to work in organisations or participate in activities which are run by the students or facilitated by the students in contribution with their university. So it's really beneficial for employment purposes. And I also think it's very beneficial for the students as well. They are gaining knowledge and experience in working outside of a traditional academic setup, which with these organizations, they are all voluntary. You might not get paid, you might do it just out of enjoyment. But I find that all my fellow students back at home in Swinburne who do organizational activities, they really benefit from that, and they bring the community together and help explain issues which some people that you might not always look out for, and they are also contributing to the education of the campus. So thank you for the question.
Thank you, Tom. What's your major, Tom? What do you study?
My major is global studies.
Okay. Jadi Tom ini dia itu jurusannya Global Studies ya. Jadi kayak model kayak hubungan internasional seperti itu ya. Jadi pertanyaannya Siti Hayatun Nufus itu sudah terjawab. Jadi ada banyak organisasi yang ada di kampus. Salah satu organisasi yang dia ikuti itu adalah di program studinya ya gitu. Oke, tentang kayak hubungan internasional. Menurut dia mahasiswa-mahasiswa itu harus terlibat di berbagai macam kegiatan yang ada di kampusnya, karena itu akan membangun kampusnya menjadi lebih baik dan akan membangun diri mahasiswa itu menjadi lebih baik. Dan biasanya kegiatan-kegiatan mahasiswa itu voluntary atau tidak dibayar, tidak dikasih uang apa-apa. Mereka hanya mau menggunakan ilmu dari kerja mereka membantu kampus untuk bisa mendapat pekerjaan, untuk bisa mengetahui kehidupan real yang nyata di masyarakat itu kayak apa, bagaimana tantangan pekerjaan. Jadi ini lagi yang kita bisa pelajari dari seorang intern hari ini dari Tom, bahwa ternyata kita tuh harus banyak terlibat di kegiatan kampus. Boleh kita datang, misalnya nih, kalian bisa datang ke misalnya tanya ke saya atau tanya ke dosennya, ada kegiatan apa yang bisa dibantu? Karena dengan semakin Anda terlibat dengan berbagai macam kegiatan kampus, itu akan bagus sekali dalam karir Anda. Seperti dia ini ya, dia semester 4, bayangkan udah banyak sekali kegiatan-kegiatan yang dia lakukan ya. Jadi mohon banyak pelajaran yang kita pelajari hari ini, salah satunya kalau saya bisa listkan itu, jangan selalu takut belajar dengan kelompok atau dengan grup. Setiap ada tugas, harus selalu membentuk kelompok dulu, walaupun itu tugas mandiri, didiskusikan sama temannya, lihat viewpoint dari beberapa orang, kemudian habis itu mulai memikirkan bagaimana cara saya mengerjakannya. Jika kita bingung, kita bisa mengundang orang dari cross disiplin kita, bisa berbagi ke kita. Kemudian habis itu, kalau ada dalam misalnya dalam satu semester kita harus bisa berkolaborasi dengan pihak kampus untuk bisa terlibat dalam kegiatan-kegiatan kerjaannya, sehingga nanti kita bisa misalnya di-assign untuk melakukan apa atau kegiatan apa, karena ternyata itulah yang membuat kita menjadi bisa melihat masa depan itu kayak gimana. Jadi kuliah itu bukan hanya misalnya mengerjakan tugas, assignment disubmit, kelas assignment submit, tapi memang kita harus terlibat di berbagai macam aktivitas. Ya, ada juga mungkin yang saya perlu luruskan dari mahasiswa, ada dari kalian misalnya aktif di organisasi mahasiswa sama kuliah. Sebenarnya itu memang sangat bagus, tapi yang terpenting itu harusnya ada 3 atau ada 4. Satu, ada organisasi mahasiswa kampus, ada kuliah, ada bagaimana melibatkan diri dalam kegiatan keprodiannya, sehingga nanti bisa membantu prodinya menjadi lebih baik, dan bisa membangun dirinya menjadi paham tentang keilmuan prodinya. Ini kan kita bisa lihat, oh ternyata begitu juga ya mahasiswa-mahasiswa di Australia. Oke. Nah, ada lagi yang mau bertanya? Silahkan. Mungkin ini pertanyaan yang terakhir. We're gonna have this for the last question. Ada lagi yang mau bertanya? Silahkan.
Me, sir.
Okay, please, Muhammad. Okay.
Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ali Akbar, but you can call me Alim. So my question, I got information from my friends. She said to me, then Australia do not accept student because of pandemic, coronavirus. So how about now? Thank you.
No, thank you for your question.
Yes.
I'm not too sure about that. I think as soon as borders open internationally, we will be able to accept students. On that part as well, in Australia, I'm still studying online because of the pandemic. I have not been able to go to campus for a while. And I think we can offer online classes to international students as well. Sorry, I couldn't answer that any better. But yeah, we will be offering places to international students. A lot of universities in Australia will be as soon as it's safe to. Thank you.
Thank you for your response, Tom. It's the same case here in Indonesia. We now mostly offer an online learning. So because we still not allowed to get in touch with the students in the class. So if we are on campus now, like I am now working, but staying in the room, we are not allowed to interact with the students. Jadi Ali sama kasusnya dengan kita untuk sekarang ini di Australia selama pandemik itu Tom juga belajarnya dan bekerjanya secara online. Jadi dia terlibat di kegiatan ini juga itu dia melakukannya secara online ya. Dia belum tahu, belum yakin kapan itu akan dimulai, tapi menurutnya kalau pandemik ini mungkin sudah berakhir, maka segera akan dibuka kegiatan-kegiatan untuk mahasiswa internasional. Oke, ada lagi yang mau bertanya? Gak ada lagi?
Sir, me.
Okay, Afrizal, please.
Hello, Tom. Nice to meet you. So I am Afrizal. I'm the part of the English students of IAIN Kendari. So my question is simple for you. So my question is, maybe do you ever following like volunteering or community service in your countries is the way you can inspire for us to make impactfully in our society. So if you have, maybe you can share for us for that. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Community service is very valued in Australia. I don't think I participate in any at the moment. I am part of the AIP program, which was mentioned earlier, which is the Australia-Indonesia Youth Exchange Program, which is where I've been able to work with you guys and be able to speak to you now, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, for our community service to be international, we like to work closely with organizations and institutions as well. who have the contacts to be able to make our campaigns or our proposals have an impact internationally. So I know of one group in Australia which started off as a very small group of students. It was called the ICANN, which is the International Committee for Nuclear Proliferation. And our university, one of those students has now won a Nobel Prize. She's still currently a student at Swinburne University. And it just shows that with enough resources and being able to connect with a lot of people, not only within your community, but also internationally, you can achieve really big things. So always look for opportunities to engage in community services, and always look for collaborators that are willing to take on your position and your ideas and push them as far as they can go. So thank you for your question.
Yes, thank you, Tom.
Okay. Jadi apa yang kita bisa pelajari dari pertanyaannya Prizal, ternyata di Australia itu community service itu sangat berharga sekali ya. Jadi kegiatan-kegiatan kayak voluntary itu sangat sangat penting karena dianggap memang di situ adalah sumber mereka belajar. Yang Tom bagi tadi, ternyata di Australia itu selalu melakukan kegiatan-kegiatan misalnya dalam bentuk kelompok, kemudian dari kelompok ini itu dibuat menjadi lebih besar, sehingga bagaimana kelompok yang kita buat itu bukan hanya berimpact secara lokal, tapi juga berimpact secara internasional. Nah, sebenarnya sudah kalau di IAIN sendiri itu sudah banyak sekali kegiatan. Nah, tapi mungkin salah satu kekurangannya kegiatan itu tidak terdokumentasi dengan baik, dan memang laporannya misalnya belum terlalu baik dan belum bisa dilihat apa tindakan lanjut yang bisa dijadikan kolaborasi dengan pihak lain. Jadi kebanyakan kita melakukan kegiatan itu setelah kegiatan selesai. Padahal harusnya setiap kegiatan yang kita lakukan, kita harus evaluasi, kemudian kita melihat bagaimana ini kesempatannya bisa berkolaborasi dengan orang lain. Ya, gitu, oke. Karena berkolaborasi itu memang sangat penting. Ya, kayak itu saya pikir memang poin yang dibahas dari pagi oleh Tom ini itu dari semua pertanyaan, kalau kita bisa relate, itu lebih pada bagaimana kita bisa bekerja sama, bagaimana kita bisa membangun komunikasi dengan orang lain, bagaimana kita bisa melibatkan diri kita dengan kegiatan-kegiatan masyarakat. Nah, kalau saya lihat sendiri nih ya, saya tidak mengkritik prodi lain, saya bisa mengkritik prodi bahasa Inggris sendiri karena memang di bawah asuhan saya masih senang berkutak sendiri, belajar sendiri di rumah, tidak mau bekerja dengan orang lain, yang dikerja itu anggaplah tugasnya, terus habis itu diajak diskusi jadi malas, jadi malu, terus bagaimana caranya mau go internasional dong? Gitu kan, bukan saya mengkritik prodi lain ya, mohon maaf. Jadi semoga ini itu bisa membuka kita sudah banyak ini bekerja sama, khusus dalam kelompok-kelompoknya kalian. Apakah dalam kerjasamanya kita bekerjakan tugas itu apa lebih banyak menggosip atau lebih banyak hanya mengcopy bukan berdiskusi? Itu yang memang kita mau bangun. Kan hidupnya kita bukan hanya mendapat sertifikat ijazah S1 toh, tapi menjadi orang yang bisa berpengaruh, menjadi pemimpin bagi diri kita sendiri dan bagi masyarakat gitu. Saya pikir poin-poin yang dibahas oleh Tom itu benar-benar sangat menyentuh ya, dan menyentuh kita untuk bisa bangun dari kemandirian kita. Kita terlalu suka sendiri ya. I've just told them, Tom, that they have to wake up from their individualistic, because student like here, especially in our department, they like to study alone. When we put them in a group discussion, they stay quiet. They think it's they feel inferior. They feel like my answer will be incorrect. If I say this, they will laugh at me. maybe they will reject my answer, so I better stay like this. I don't want to say anything. So what you have shared today, it's just valuable, and they at least they start to open their mind that some people in other part of the globe see that group discussion is another fruitful way to learn things. Right. Okay, ada lagi yang mau bertanya? Ya, siapa lagi? Ada Muhammad Hafizah mau bertanya lagi nih, kayak ada raise hand lagi. Kayak sudah ya. Tidak ada lagi. Ulfa mungkin mau nanya, atau Muhammad Ilfan, Ulfa, Linda, please Linda.
Okay. Hello Tom, my name is Linda Hermianti. Just like the question of Siti Hayatun, I'm just curious what activities are on your campus, are on your university, and how you interact with each other. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I might have to get you to repeat that. Sorry, I just had a little bit of connection issues.
Linda, bisa diulang lagi, nanti dikasih besar lagi ya suaranya.
Okay. Just like the question of Siti Hayatun, I'm just curious what activities are on your university and how you interact with each other, and maybe we can learn from you. Thank you.
Thank you. So on our campus at University in Swinburne, we have a quite diverse range of organizations and activities depending on what discipline you study. So I know in the language studies part of my university, there are several groups where they have committees on that particular language. So for a brief moment, I used to study Italian at university. And so we had a pizza club where people would come together and practice their language through making pizzas and Italian cuisine. And a lot of these organizations, as I mentioned before, are student run. So a lot of students are organizing these and also recruiting other students through these programs. They do such by contacting their faculty and asking them to publicize an email, or we also have an orientation week twice a year for students, where all the organizations and different clubs, we call them, have an opportunity to sell themselves to other students and to recruit and ask, hey, if you are interested in this sort of activity, join us. We're happy to take you on. And so it really it creates a community atmosphere and environment for our students where they can bond with other people, they can find people with similar interests and are like minds, and create friendships in an environment which can be kind of scary to a lot of new people coming to university or changing university. We use clubs and organizations as a bonding situation. So thank you for your question. It was really good.
Thank you, Tom. Jadi Linda tadi jawabannya, di kampus itu ada banyak sekali organisasi ya, dan tergantung disiplinnya kita. Misalnya kalau Tom itu dia lagi ikut klub bahasa Itali. Di klub bahasa Itali itu mereka ada kelompoknya tuh, misalnya kayak pizza gitu. Jadi mereka di sana akan pada saat bertemu mereka belajar masak, bagaimana itu masakan Itali, terus habis itu belajar bagaimana menggunakan bahasa itu ya. Mungkin kita tidak terlalu lama-lama lagi untuk hari ini, karena sebenarnya untuk acara kita itu sampai jam 10 ya. Hari ini kalian sudah mulai tahu bagaimana programnya kita. Mudah-mudahan nanti di kegiatan kegiatan-kegiatan berikutnya pada saat kita posting flyernya kegiatannya bersama Tom, nanti kalian bisa berpartisipasi supaya bisa banyak belajar ya, khususnya merubah kita punya mindset tentang sebenarnya diri saya itu kayak apa sih jika saya melihat dari sudut pandang orang lain, bukan untuk mengganti diri kita, tapi minimal melihat dan belajar apa value added ya yang saya bisa dapat dari internship ini. Saya kembalikan ke Ibu Dewi, tapi sebelumnya saya ingatkan tolong di absennya diisi ya. Semuanya tolong, di sini ada 118 orang, mohon tolong diisi absennya karena itu sangat penting sekali ya. Okay. Silakan Dewi, we're gonna end our meet and greet session.
Okay, thank you very much for Mr. Abdul Halim, who has, you know, led the discussion, sharing. Yeah, it's very much the description of this sharing session that we are going to have in the future with Tom. So I know you are very excited, guys, with Tom here. So if you like, I know you have a lot of questions to ask, and also I know you are very curious about anything related to the Australia's life, Australia's culture, and so on. So just hold it a little bit. Then we could do it in another session during the internship program. So again, Tom still have like 3 weeks here. And then we've ready with the program activities for 3 weeks, and then we will share, and then you will I'll make sure that if we like conduct it in these 3 weeks. So thank you very much for being active for this meet and greet. And then I will speak in bahasa Indonesia, and ya kalau misalnya masih ada yang tertarik terkait dengan sharing-sharing seperti ini, itu silahkan untuk menghubungi kantor urusan internasional, ya boleh langsung menghubungi kami, dan juga memberikan gambaran seperti apa kegiatan yang akan dilakukan oleh prodi kalian atau misalnya HMPS mana. Tuh, nanti kita bisa, we'll try to talk about it with Tom. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much, Tom, for your time for this meet and greet. I don't know, it is not really meet and greet because we kind of discussed something. And then thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Would you like to feel the attendance, the one being sent by Ibu Santi? That would be helpful if you can feel it. Thank you.
Will do. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom. We'll get in touch.
Okay, then. Yeah, we'll get in touch very soon. So I think that's all for this meet and greet. And I hope to see you again, all the participants, and also to see you again, Tom, for like discussing and also briefing for the next agenda. I think that's all. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Bye. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, Tom.
I'm
See you
excited
soon.
to see you all again soon.
Jangan lupa isi itu ya, jangan lupa isi daftar hadir ya. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tom, you may leave. I'm just gonna explain a couple of things to the participants. Probably they might have some ideas for your program, and so they can, send it to us. So you can just leave anytime you want. Okay. Jadi untuk mahasiswa semuanya tidak perlu harus datang dari program studi ya, tidak perlu harus datang dari HMPS. Misalnya anggaplah Ayudia Delia sama Hardina sama Linda atau sama siapa, dia punya ada pingin sekali mau belajar tentang ini, Yang penting dia lengkap dulu kelompoknya, apa yang mau dipelajari, apa yang mau diinginkan. Jadi kalian juga bisa mendiskusikan programnya kalian. Baru bisa dikirim ke Sir atau bisa dikirim ke Mem Dewi. Nanti habis itu kita bisa lihat bagaimana kita memfasilitasi program-program Anda. Yang penting hari ini kita baru terbuka lagi wawasan kita, melihat bagaimana mahasiswa luar melihat kegiatan-kegiatan kelompok itu menjadi media untuk menjadi sukses, ya. Jadi kita juga nanti sama orang tua jangan lupa disampaikan bahwa apa yang kita pelajari hari ini. Misalnya contohnya ya, misalnya Pak, ternyata kalau cara belajarnya orang-orang di Australia itu lebih ditekankan pada sistem kelompok, pada sistem berbagi. Supaya nanti mereka tahu ketika misalnya kalian juga keluar atau kalian berdiskusi, tidak malah ditegur misalnya, ini kenapa sedikit-sedikit diskusi, sedikit-sedikit diskusi. Poin dari diskusi itu adalah untuk melihat kita punya melatih wawasan kita dan melihat tanggapan orang lain terhadap isu ini. Karena tanggapan tidak boleh kita misalnya, kenapa kok beda sama saya? Justru yang mau dicari di sini itu dalam diskusi itu adalah apa bedanya kita punya ide dengan orang lain. Jadi yang diinginkan itu adalah bukan kita mau memaksa supaya kita sama, tapi kita mau melihat bagaimana orang lain menanggapi kita punya isu dengan cara yang berbeda. Ya, gitu. Ada mungkin yang mau ini nanti hubungi kita ya. Untuk mahasiswanya Sir yang di apalagi yang di mata kuliah pronunciation, mata kuliah yang penting ngambil di mata kuliah Sir, ada CMD, ada speaking. Nanti kalau misalnya bertepatan kegiatan internship-nya dan mata kuliahnya, yang penting Anda izin, habis itu Anda bisa menunjukkan resume atau rangkuman apa yang Anda ikuti, itu sudah Sir nanti anggap kegiatan hadirnya. Ya. Jadi kalau misalnya pas ada kuliah, baru ada internship, ada kegiatan yang berjalan dan Anda mau ikuti, itu penting supaya kalian bisa belajar. Kalau sama Sir kan nanti bisa belajar kapan saja, karena kegiatan ini sangat terbatas, sangat 3 minggu. Lihat kan, sangat bermanfaat kan tadi mendengarkan mendengarkan pemaparannya tentang bagaimana mahasiswa di Australia. Ya, jadi kita cukupkan sampai di sini ya. Sampai ketemu lagi di acara berikutnya. Yang penting selalu stay tune dan kalau kita kirim flyernya kegiatan, jangan lupa ya gitu. Karena bahasa Inggrisnya tuh satu, kalian belajar pengucapan, bisa belajar kosakata, bisa belajar tentang filosofi hidup ya. Ada banyak sekali yang kita bisa pelajari dari seorang Tom yang masih semester 4 ya, yang sudah melihat bahwa berbagi dengan orang lain itu adalah sangat penting. Okay, so thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sir.
Thank you, Sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sir.
Thank you.
Hah? Kapan? Ada? Aduh, mic.